the Still Dripping Happy Hour. Welcome to episode 222 of the Still Dripping Happy Hour. This is your host, Mason. On the move tonight, we got a full squad party. We got Hayes Holla, LP, and Dan King in the building. What's up?
So 222 is a lucky number, man. That's crazy to think. I mean, of all the numbers that it would be, something like that, 222, we all make it.
It's perfect.
Is this the last pod ever? Do we end it here?
In the pod here? Maybe. I mean, it's a possibility.
Yeah, maybe we just call it.
Just call it quit.
All right, been real.
I mean, look, we've already, in my brain, I've set the set list for this pod, and we've got a crazy Dan King fine story. I've got some shoes to show you guys. Not new. I've already talked about them. They're the Jaw 2s. And I'm sure we'll get into some sneaker news. But I mean, what else do you want from a Still Dripping Happy Hour
this week? So we can talk about that.
Oh, let's go. I mean, if it doesn't go up, if it can't go up from here, then I say we just end on 222. That sounds great.
There's going to have to, you know what? Let me get this out of the way. Penis. That way we had that, you know. Landon's going to. Landon's just became a streamer. Check. All right. I'm sorry. I interrupted you, Mason. Go ahead.
No. I was gonna say we have tons of politically charged conversations going around, so we could bring back Hayes' political rant if we wanted to. We probably stay away from that one, but Landon, DJ Landon in the building.
He's multitasking.
All right, yeah. Yeah, not a lot of great per se sneaker news, but
I'll start off with
Dan.
Landon. Or Dan.
I think I've been dehydrated for 3 days now, but I refuse to drink water and I'm only drinking coffee. So today, in order to help with my dehydration, I ate a Wendy's cheeseburger, and then I ate another Wendy's cheeseburger, and then I ate fries, and then I drank a 50-gram protein shake. And I did that at about 12 o'clock. And at 1:30, I was sitting at my desk and I thought, I cannot move right now. And I had to go lay down parallel on the bed for an hour and a half. I just couldn't live my life anymore. And then I decided I should drink some water. So we've been pounding nugs of water this afternoon, this evening. And I think we feel a little bit better than we did. But
why?
My body.
I mean, are there any of the rest of you thinking why did you get to that point? How did you get to that point?
I was thinking that, yeah.
I've just been really working out a lot, and then doubling up with a little bit of weight vest mow situation. And yesterday I did a nice 45-minute workout straight into weight vest mow, and I only was able to make it through halfway through the yard before I had to take the weight vest off because I felt like I was gonna fall over. But again, I've just refused to drink any water to help with that hydration.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Well, is the refusal like
it's just like forgetfulness?
Okay.
Like I get to like 4 o'clock and I'm like, oh frick, I still haven't drank water today. You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
brother, you can have kidney stones.
Yeah, no, I've thought about that.
Kidney stones come from that? That's how you get kidney stones?
Yeah, being dehydrated.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, like a hydration and like increased sodium in your diet. Is that the deal?
Yeah,
maybe. So Wendy's and
sweet tea. I hear
don't
sweet
go
tea
together.
does it? Yeah.
Sweet tea gives you kidney stones?
Oh yeah.
I did not know that.
I think that's a very dumbed down scenario of kidney stones.
Brother, Google it.
Drink
Google
sweet
it.
tea, get kidney stones. I would know a lot more people that have kidney stones if that were the case.
He said Google it.
But think about it. It's like prevalent in the South because we drink sweet tea.
That's why? It's not because we're overweight?
Yeah. I'm not making this up.
So it's not
I'm
because of
looking it
any health things.
Right. It's not
I'm
because
looking it up right now.
It's not for obesity or
but it's only like
alcohol or
it's
While
only
moderate
like
sweet tea
McDonald's
consumption is
sweet
unlikely
tea.
to directly cause kidney stones,
Here we go.
it's recommended to limit intake, especially for those with a history of kidney stones.
Mm.
Sweet
Well, you
tea
know what?
contains oxalates, which can contribute to stone formation.
I
Good
bet
night, y'all.
Chick-fil-A sweet tea
Oh,
doesn't give you
good
kidney
dad.
Don't get
stones.
kidney stones.
All right,
Chick-fil-A
we're gonna
sweet
work on
tea
that.
definitely doesn't give you kidney stones. I'm gonna tell
Yeah,
you that. It's
that's-
McDonald's. Nobody gets Wendy's sweet tea. Has anybody ever gotten Wendy's sweet tea? Nobody. No.
I have never ordered sweet tea at an establishment ever in my life. Not one time.
Wow. My mind is blown. What?
Yeah.
Y'all check
do you drink?
y'all's messages. Check this out.
It's water.
From the Advanced Urology
Except for
Center,
here lately.
iced tea increases kidney stone risks.
Mm.
Okay, yeah. So does a billion other things that we eat.
Yeah, that's what I think that's what I'm trying to say. Also, if I rub my skin long enough like this, I'll get cancer.
Other
Like
things
that's
can
how
happen
that
too,
works too.
Mm.
Everything
What?
gives you cancer.
Mm.
I'm not sure rubbing your skin does.
It could.
though. If you had a
I
receipt
have
I'm
in
pretty
your hand,
certain that it doesn't.
I have
If
certain
sweet tea,
people.
listen,
Yeah.
if sweet tea can give you kidney stones, rubbing your arm will give you cancer.
There's certain
maybe
people.
I think like sitting on a public restroom could give you cancer.
Mm.
I mean, sitting on a
I saw-
public toilet.
I
AIDS
saw a
is-
test the other day, Mason, and it was like, they like swabbed like a public toilet seat, and it was like cleaner
Mm.
than like
Oh,
the
God.
side of an aluminum can you get from a gas station fridge.
No,
I'm
I
like,
can believe
"No."
that. I can believe
no
that.
way.
I was like,
Definitely
"That's
cleaner
tough,
than money. You think about how dirty money is. Whoa.
Gross.
man."
Hayes, you should rub money on your skin. See
Rub
how that
money.
impacts
I've
it.
eaten more than one coin on
Oh
purpose.
my
so
gosh.
is that money? I think you're being in paper money or coins.
I think
Olivia-
either could probably.
Olivia
attract
the other
some-
day, I was giving her a bath, and I looked over, and she was like chewing down something, and I was like, "What are you eating over there?" And she ate a little rubber hair tie situation, and I was like, "Tough for you, dude.
Wow.
Hopefully, you can get that out straight down the hatch."
Oh,
You
She's been
might have
fine
to search
since.
through some dung. To
We're
make
we're
sure that
4
one comes
days.
out.
We're 4 days from hair tie ingestion. She's still living her life, so
she's
I
still
remember
living.
little bitty Logan, who we saw a second ago, one time on purpose ate a marble,
mm,
and we had to go through the poop.
mm.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
A marble was
Marble.
pretty large.
That's
Like
pretty
it
large.
hurt him
Yeah.
going down.
I
Yeah,
will.
I
I
mean,
don't
yeah.
have any yet because we thankfully kept our floors somewhat clean, or just been lucky. But my youngest, he's no fear. He's definitely. I mean, he's going to be the kid at 2 years old who's at the pool, and somebody says, "Can you swim?" Like, why would you ask a 2-year-old that? But yeah, he's going to jump in and say, "Yeah, I can swim," and
Probably
he's going to swim
smiling
to
the
the
whole
bottom.
time.
Yeah.
Happy drowner.
Yeah, we have that
Yesterday,
kid.
we went to Dollywood, and so there's. Have you guys been to Dollywood?
Mm-mm.
Not recently.
Worst experience of my life.
Oh wow, I love Dollywood, and so does everybody in our family. But anyways, there's a like.
Are you a Dollywood person? Like there's Disney people?
No.
Okay.
Second worst
Um,
experience of my life.
There's like a little kids area, like very, very little kids. And when we went last time, Elliot was like right at 3 or about to turn 3, I think. And he was able to ride these rides by himself. Wyatt is 11 months. So not able to ride the rides by himself, but Elliot wanted to go with him. And so Haley, like it was Elliot, Wyatt, and then Haley right behind him. It's literally a B ride. It might go up and down, but it's going a mile an hour. Like nothing. You
Like a
don't have to be
bumblebee. Is
buckled
that what
up.
you're saying?
Yes.
A bumblebee
Yes. A
ride.
bumblebee. You don't have to be buckled up. Like you're not going to fall out. But they're like, no, the seatbelts don't fit adults. So Haley cannot ride behind our 11-month-old. And so we're about to take him out, and they're pretty much like, oh, he's got 2 seatbelts. Like he'll be fine. By the end of the ride, he has removed his arm from the shoulder strap seatbelt and is like hanging out. And everybody is thinking he's just having the time of his life. Like he's smiling, just like screaming. Every time he sees people smiling at him, he's like screaming. And Haley and I are like about to throw up. Like, do we jump the fence? Like, do we stop this ride? For the last, it went around, it felt like 40 times. It was probably 8. But the last 2 times, like he is legitimately like hanging out, like one move. And so we're like yelling at Elliot, like, grab Wyatt, grab. Elliot's like trying to grab him, but then Wyatt's pushing him off, like stiff arming him in the head. And, oh my gosh. Nobody like, I guess, realized it that we were just a nervous wreck because everybody was laughing, like thinking we're having a good time.
It's so cute.
And, oh my gosh. It was like we had people coming up to us afterwards, like, well, that was your price of admission right there. That was the best smiles we've seen all day. I was like, yeah, not from us, man. Like I could not get inside that gate fast enough to pick him up. I didn't even have to unbuckle him. Like I could just lift him right out of the ride. Oh my gosh. He enjoyed it, but we did not. So that's going to be number 2 is going to be a roller coaster. Pardon the pun there. So yeah, that was our weekend recap.
Hey, well, since we're all together, I love you guys. Happy Father's Day.
Hey,
Happy Father's Day.
right after Father's Day.
3
too.
really good fathers. Y'all are doing it. I'm
Four-
proud of you.
four really good.
4 really good fathers working on it.
I think we can all agree that Father's Day might be the worst day of the year. Yeah.
Oh, it's hard.
Explain.
I agree. I'm not a big holiday guy, period. I don't like any holidays pretty much, but like
Yeah.
I agree
In
with
general, the Father's Day situation is like you're doing what you want to through the day, and then your family's just looking at you and they're being like, "Hey, Dad, what do you want to do?" And it's like,
Leave me alone.
"Yeah, I'm doing it." Like
Yeah,
I'm
yes.
I'm doing it, and they're like,
That was
"But
my
what
Sunday.
is there anything you want to eat special?" I'm like, "No." Like we'll pick up donuts on the way home from church like we do every Sunday, and then we'll eat eggs with the donuts like we do every Sunday. And then I'm gonna take the trash out and probably gonna mow a yard, and I might work out. And at one point, all the girls were like, "We just don't know what to do." And I was like, "Not my problem. I'm doing what I want to do."
I should have brought you a glass of water. That's what you really needed.
At
here's
one
the
point,
direct-
I shut the gate and then I locked all of the back doors and I went into the backyard and I put in AirPods and then I put sound canceling on, and then I took my Harbor Freight noise canceling earmuffs and put them on top, and then I mowed the yard for an hour. And I thought this
That
is
sounds
peace.
pretty fantastic.
That's a good day. I told my children, especially the older ones, on Saturday night, because here I'm thinking there's no way my older children have even number 1 remembered it's Father's Day, and number 2, I do not want them to have any obligation or expectation that I want or need or even want them to have. My gift is that you don't get me some dumbass card or spend your money and go do something fun. Like if that's what you want to get me something, then do that. I don't care about the card. I'll read it and then I'll throw it away. I don't care. I don't like things. This is why I really struggle with the holidays, is that I don't like things that there are unnecessary expectations and stress around things that are supposed to be fun. And Father's Day feels like it could be one of those things. And like, I'm not doing that to my kids. Like, go spend your money on your girlfriend or something. So anyway, they ended up, Logan got me a really nice wallet. Here, free shout out. Britton Cone, who we all know, he started making wallets. And my Logan got me a Britton Cone wallet. I haven't had a new wallet since I was 20-something years old. It's a really nice wallet. So go follow
What's it made
Britton's Instagram, leather.
Nice.
That's
That's
called
dope.
Bow, Beaux. I think it's like Bow, Beaux leather
Wait,
goods.
somebody showed this to me. Not maybe it just popped up on my Instagram and I didn't know who it was.
It was probably me because I followed it. I bet you got targeted because you know Britain.
Maybe.
Anyway,
Yeah.
go follow it. Go buy a leather thing. He does all sorts of different leather goods, but that's his side hustle. And so that was my. I got two things for Father's Day. I got a wallet, and then do you guys know this? It's not a YouTuber, I guess. It's a it's an Instagram guy. It's called Hood Fishing Entertainment. Free shout out.
Yes.
Do you know him?
Yeah.
Yep.
So I can't remember when I said something to my wife, like it was months ago. I was like, hey, if you ever are looking like, hey, what's something different I can get you for anything, you can give me some Hood Fishing Entertainment merch. And she got me a shirt. There he is, like holding a rack of fish with gold teeth. It's black and white. It's sick. That's what I got.
We were in Bucky's this weekend on the way to Dollywood. All
a
American. Yeah, we went to. That's hilarious because that's what my son says. He said, "Are we going to Bucks?" Stop. He doesn't have
Remind me, I'm going to come back and tell a story. But
All
keep
right.
going.
But we're in there, and Elliot's got to look at everything. He has a ball. It's probably just as fun for him as Dollywood going to Bucky's. And I'm walking through there looking at all the designs of the T-shirts, and Hayes has missed his calling being a graphic designer for Bucky's because half of the
agreed.
shirts in there are like, I think Hayes made that. Like, I think he might have. They might be trademarking or copyright law infringement on Hayes's designs.
On
So it's-
steeldripandshop.com.
Right.
It's like they stole
Go
all
ahead,
of these
Hayes.
ideas.
All right. Well, this is going to have a cuss word in it, so just bear with me. It's a quote, though. Mike, it's a quote from Mike. So we go on a trip last spring. We go to Asheville. It was a bunch of buddies of ours, and we're at Buc-ee's. We're at Buc-ee's, and I'm pumping gas. And he comes up to me and is like, man, I hate Buc-ee's. In fact, you know what? Buck fuckies. And he goes, somehow I made that worse than I was trying. He just might as well just said Buc-ee's, not.
That's good.
That's a good one. Shout out to Mike.
Shout out
And
to
I'm
Mike.
sorry for. At least I give you a heads up.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
They could have fast forwarded for sure.
And it
if-
was a
if they
quote. It
didn't.
was a quote. It was a quote.
That's right.
All right. Do we
All right.
want to jump inside the
Yeah,
box?
let's do it.
All right. Let's do it.
What's inside the box?
That's my shoe in the box.
All right. I don't know how screen sharing with this many people is going to go. Oh, well, I guess that's pretty good. We'll just
Yeah,
keep
it's
it there.
great.
Let's see. What do we want to go to first?
Dan, have you been on an episode since we did this?
Maybe, but maybe.
Okay.
All right.
Maybe one
How do you-
time.
How do you say this name? Aaliyah Lee May. Air Jordan 4 is what we're talking about today. It's a canvas Jordan 4 with camo all over it. The back, what is the midsole on the back is like
somehow.
furry.
So
Yeah,
it's
I
like
don't
a
understand
moss.
that.
No, I bet it's like a moss
cause for?
texture,
Mossy.
right? Mossy, not fur.
Yeah,
Fur is
cause.
different than moss.
Cause is a good one.
We don't
Yeah.
look. If it's camo, we don't talk crap about it. And that
This
doesn't
is
mean
crap.
There's
I
for Veterans Day too, but there's only 80 pair.
look. There's only one pair of camo shoes I've ever owned, and I loved them, but I got to upgrade, and that was the Supreme Fives that I actually wore to Mason's wedding. Full circle.
Yeah.
And
Man, is that fur? I feel like it's beat up leather.
That's Nubuck. That's Nubuck.
is that what that is?
It's like a
Yeah.
suede nubuck ish. I don't know if it's
Okay, maybe it's because these are 4s rather than 5s, but I'm really feeling these. I love them. I really like them.
Is that her dad? Her dad's a veteran. That is tough. Look
Yeah,
at
that's
that.
sick.
Tough.
Oh, that's so dope.
Hey,
I
do
don't
you
even
want
know
to
who
get?
this person is, but I know who her dad is apparently.
Yeah, I probably should. I probably should watch it. But me and Brooke have been on a war tear movie, just watching movies about war, but just in general, mostly about the Middle East.
I was going to say, you
And
just been watching the recent news. You've been watching CNN.
that's right. That's right. But if you really want to get my blood a boiling, you better tell me about all the people on Instagram who post all this F and F about this, hey, this is what I want to care about, and this is what I want to think about, and I'm going to complain about this and bitch about this. You want to start saying stuff about that, and then you want people to be shipped out to protect your country so you can then post on Instagram about all your frou-frou ish shit. Like, come on, dude. Like, get a life, Like that'll get me really
Yeah.
heated, you know? These people need to freaking be thankful and grateful that they are born and raised in America, or at least live in America. So,
Dan taking us to church.
yeah, sorry about that. So these Air Jordan 4 camos, flames.
Yeah.
These
This is
are
one of the best
absolutely sick.
camo shoes they've done. Probably the best since the Supreme ones.
Yeah. And it looks like the pants, it's got that same texture of military pants. And I mean, this is a dope shoe.
Yeah. It's not
No
too
getting around.
busy. Like there's a lot of camos that are just too busy on shoes. This one.
And they kept it simple with the khaki color on the wing tabs and then the mesh.
Yeah.
And this is just a sick shoe. And
I agree.
anyway, but 80, how much do you think these are going to go?
80 pairs.
80
Only
pairs.
for
That's
friends and family. When it says family and friends, one, there's definitely more than 80 pairs of these.
You think?
But when it says family and friends, is that like her family and friends? Like whose family and friends are these that are getting these?
Good question.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Just a
plead the
question.
fifth.
Like 80 pair go pretty quick when you're talking about people working for Nike, people who design the shoes, apparently her friends and family. I don't know. Anyways, let's go maybe GT Future next.
Oh,
A new colorway of the GT Future. They're saying a classic bread colorway. One, this is not what I think of when I think of bread colorways.
Absolutely.
Dan, you're shaking your head no. What are your thoughts?
this is like this is like if when they were doing the phone positive, they just like closed one eye and put two hands behind their back and did it with their nose. I mean, this is just horrible. So bad.
Have you seen the other colorways of the GT Future?
I'll be honest, I've not. No.
The other colorways are pretty dope.
Yeah, I agree. This
in
is a
my
bad.
opinion.
This is a bad colorway. And
Is this a fully composite shoe like all around though?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. The whole thing. It's very hyperposit, foam-esque, foam-posit, hyperposit, like combined.
Man.
But the previous colorways, and the reason I wanted to put these up here, previous colorways are all like iridescent and not shiny. So they're like a matte. Wouldn't you say, Hayes?
Okay.
They're
It's
like
more
a
like
matte.
a flight posit, right? That's the texture. This is the first one we've seen that looks like almost like patent leather.
Yes.
Correct.
I'm tracking. Yes.
And,
I see what we're doing.
I mean, on par with what you said though, Dan. This is by far the worst. This is hideous. The shininess to it, I don't like it.
Especially
Landon,
towards the
any
heel,
thoughts?
like the back. For
Mhm.
whatever reason, the shiny makes it look crappy. And also, we all know that you get one little scuff on these and they're screwed because of that shiny.
You know what this reminds me of?
I can't wait to hear.
The Chris Webber Dadas.
Mm.
The C
A little bit of a
Dadas.
stretch, but I'm following with you.
Okay.
That back heel looks very similar to like a what's like the not the Shocks, but like the Nike shoe that came out like early 2000s that
I can
had
see where
like
you're going with shock esque.
yeah, it had like I'm never gonna be able to pull this one from the memory bank, but in my mind it's very clear what those are based off of.
It looks like it's almost damaged. It's so crinkly. Maybe it's that one little crinkle or wave in there that makes it looks like it's almost, I don't know, damaged.
You think these would be like injuring to your ankles though? I mean, we got a little bit of like kind of like a spear on that upper echelon, you know?
That's what I was thinking. That's
Yeah, I'm
But
like
they're
this.
pretty high cut, right?
Yeah, I'm just
think
seeing
they're-
these on
I think
feet
they go
though.
around the ankle though.
Yeah, I think
think
he's
It
right.
goes underneath the ankle. It like kind of circles it.
Either hey, listen,
I mean, if I was
But-
cutting in this, my ankle would be sliced in half. It'd be diced up
If I
like a
was cutting
freaking
in this.
tomato.
like a Ginsu. Do you have any of y'all ever worn a pair of Jordan 14s? Have you ever
Yes.
owned a pair of 14? That's
I've
the
put them on my
worst
feet.
on your ankle shoe, maybe ever. I don't know how Michael freaking Jordan played. I know he's not wearing the actual ones that are, but anyway, which way? That's the worst. That is one that cuts your ankle literally. I don't think that one would. You know, it looks pretty comfy up top, although sharp. Comes to a
The
sharp
entire
edge.
the entire Jordan 14 is like when you put that on your feet, you best believe you be just flat walking. You're not bending or flexing or cranking or
Worst,
cutting.
the worst
You're
of
just-
the OG models, in my probably the 14, just from the aspect of I wore them to play basketball twice, and both times I had horrible blisters like on my ankles. Like, what the crap?
I think the
Something about the
14 is one of
tongue.
those. The 14 is like, it's an automatic soul protector situation. Like you could put patent leather on that thing and that would never crease. It would be just straight as a board.
Which did you have? Which 14s did you have?
They came with the DMP pack. It was because it was the 13s and then
Pull it up, Mason.
Oh well.
the gold.
I remember the ones I had. Now they're called the oxidized, but you and I would call
Oxidized
them
green. Yeah.
Well, you and I would call them North Carolina. I mean, Rasheed. I think Rasheed, and that's the era. It was like Stackhouse.
It
or
was
Rasheed Walsh.
it was this right here. It's this black pair.
That's what I just
Yep.
had up.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it's this black pair that came with the gold ones. Because I wanted to keep the 13s, so I kept the 13s and wore them a couple times, and then realized that that was not a good look for a skinny white man. And the 14s I sold immediately because those things were brickbats.
14 was the era of, he wins the last title in that, and he played in a like an all leather version of, like, it was definitely not the ones that were retail, but that was the first year that they did. Remember Team Jordans? You guys of course remember this, but it was like Vin Baker.
Brandon for sure remembers Team Jordan.
Oh, I hate that story. I hate that story so much. Anyway, but it was
too.
like
It
Vin
keeps me up
Baker,
at night, every night.
Vin Baker, Eddie Jones.
Mm-hmm.
There's this specific team model that like Ron Harper wore, and the quality on those definitely took a step down for whatever reason. The 14s, especially when you were whatever year that was, 98. I don't know, man. Either which way, I only played 2 games, and I had so many blisters around the top of my ankle. I was like, what the heck is going on here?
Well, something that Landon brought up on that last shoe, I just really wanted to show Landon this picture right here and get his reaction live on the pod. So, you ready, Landon?
I'm ready. Yes, they're coming back. They're coming back. I know. I've been following the story for weeks. I'm so excited. Well, I was looking at spinners for my trash can, like the ones that you take to the street. They make them. They're incredible.
There's no way you're
So for-
buying these. You're buying these when they come out.
Brother, this
Is it like the
shoe of all time.
Cocoonies? Is it?
This
It's
is-
like
this
it's your.
is-
It's like another
This is
Cocoon.
deep. This runs
Yeah.
deep.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Let me
Because
get
I never
this
had them.
straight.
I never had them. I had the C-dubs, but I never had the spinners.
But let me get this.
You had the
straight.
wood grain. Did you have the wood grain ones? The ones that have the
No.
panel? Which ones
But
did
I
you?
wanted them. They're just navy and white.
Okay. You would be the only person I've ever known that ever had them.
They were.
Like,
I played
remember
church. I
wanting them.
played church league in them. They were super comfortable.
Oh man.
I got them from East Bay.
East Bay. The good old days.
Rip.
I'll tell you
So,
what,
Landon, you're
there is
telling me
something-
that you... Go ahead, Dan.
Well, I'm about to get us off topic, so you stay us on topic.
I was just gonna ask. So, Landon, you're gonna get spinners for your trash can that you take out once a week in the dead of night and bring
bro.
back.
Also, let's be
You're
real.
gonna leave it out at the
Yeah,
street.
No, no, no.
for
Here's what
weeks?
you're
The
also
thing that
saying.
Everybody
not
that drives
mistaken-
by, stunting on them.
But does not the government own that trash can? Why would you spend any more money on your trash can? The government, that's their trash can. Right?
Landon, I support
Yeah.
you. It doesn't sound like Hayes is about that life. You know what I
I
mean?
appreciate
I'm
that.
not. Let's not give
Here.
them any more money that
Here.
they're going to waste.
How can I,
Current
here, bring this up.
administration or otherwise.
Mason? I'm sending you a picture of them. These are once you see them, it makes sense. I mean,
Yeah,
it looks
you
good.
see this.
See
It
them,
looks
it's
so
like-
good.
What are you sending it on?
I sent it on the text thread. I
Wait.
didn't send it over.
Let's listen to what you just said. When I send you this going to be so good. He's talking about spinners on his trash can. That's what he is talking about. It's going to be so good when I got spinners on my trash can. Like that's an indication.
So dope.
Bro, listen, Mason, get spinners. Look, Landon, get spinners on your fifth wheel. Oh Lord have mercy! Don't do it.
Aren't those awesome?
No,
Those are not awesome.
So cool.
I can say plus.
Plus, let's take into account here. Latrell Sprewell has like 13 kids from 14 mothers, and he's broke. He's filed for bankruptcy. Like, why? Anyway,
That might be why they're bringing him back after he files.
he might be desperate.
I mean, the
Yes, Pete.
shoe, they spun when you walked. Like, how cool is that?
Yeah, that's
That's
pretty.
amazing.
That's pretty cool. Especially in that era.
Okay. Is this just a rumor, or Hayes, Dan, Landon? One of you guys might know this. So you know AI. Well, now he actually has a position at Reebok, but he used to just have the lifetime contract, so he would get paid. But I had heard like every 3 years or so, he would declare bankruptcy right before he got his check from Reebok on his like lifetime deal. So he would be bankrupt, didn't have to pay anything off, and then his lifetime like funds would kick in. I don't think that's probably legal. That's probably just a rumor I heard. But have you guys ever heard that?
No, but I like that rumor.
Yeah,
It's smart.
It's pretty smart to me.
I mean, that's just
Right.
taking advantage of the tax code. I mean, that's how it works, right?
Right. Yeah.
You can't hate on
think so.
somebody for. I mean, that's the law.
Yeah.
Say all you want.
Well, hey, we got Dan the man here, and one of the shoes I think of when I think of Dan is this next shoe coming out in August. Let me pop it up here.
Yes.
There
Oh.
we go.
Man, my
Shattered
YouTube feed
backboard.
is bourbon, golf, mowing yards, and shattered backboard reviews. I have seen people comparing the leather quality
Mhm.
and then
Yeah.
and then talking about the leather quality of the leather quality, and then how this is going to be debossed and how this is going to be embossed. And yeah, I think I have to own this pair of shoes.
So with, I'm sure there's a bunch of different opinions. In your opinion, is the non-tumbled leather better on this bottle or the tumbled leather on the OGs?
Tumble leather on the OG.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I kind of, I don't
It
even know
just-
what a Jordan 1 would look like without tumbled leather on the toe box, especially.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
seems very odd.
I've seen some like strict side by sides of people doing reviews, and it's like, yeah, it's just there's no comparison. Like I
Mm,
still think this year's model is going to be good, but it's not going to be great.
okay. Oh man, they're so beautiful.
Yep, they're beautiful,
So
man.
beautiful.
Like I mean, I've never owned a pair of these. Have you?
I haven't either.
Mason?
No.
Landon?
Nope.
So Dan is the only one of us that's ever had a pair of these. You hit him on a drop too, right?
No, I drove down to Atlanta and met this guy in like,
Oh,
Wap
that was that
Chang's
story.
in the mall
Mm.
and bought it from him for $300.
Oh my
Was
gosh.
he desperate?
Had to be.
I guess
right?
so. Yeah.
Yeah. So was the
And
dude
that
that
was
you
the
bought all those
most
decanters from today. So I mean, we need that story too while we're talking about Dan deals.
Yeah.
That needs to be a
Dan
segment.
deal.
Whenever he's on
Not
Dan
Dan
deals,
Duel.
Dan.
We have Dan Duel, but just pretend like it.
Welcome to Dan Duel, where I, Dan the Man, give out the best odds on everyday life.
Think about how far AI
Dan
has
Deal.
come. That was like all right, here's your Dan Deal of the week. Let's
Dan
go.
deal of the
Incredible.
week.
That's the first time I've seen that. That's amazing.
We've as many of you know, I am bad at podcasting, but I've transitioned from shoes to kind of more
We
bourbon,
don't always
which
say that
is
word on this podcast.
problematic. So walked into a liquor store today, just perusing around, bad store, bad prices, and came across a set of Wild Turkey decanters, which for those of you who don't understand this, Wild Turkey used to make like these very ornate hand painted decanters. And so they would be like, you had like turkeys, attacking like squirrels and like foxes hanging out and all sorts of different characters. And they were asking $49. I bought two and I was like, this is good. And then I went and sat in the parking lot and I thought, this is dumb. There's 6 more in the store. So I walked back in and I bought 4 more. And then I went and picked up my child from daycare, brought her home, fed my children dinner, gave them a bath, and then told my wife I needed to go back to the liquor store to buy the remaining 2 that were there. I have gotten confirmation from people on the interwebs that these go for anywhere between $275 to $325 a piece. So we spent $400, and even if allegedly, supposedly, happens to be some that were to leave my possession, I think we could 3x the money pretty easy.
Sick.
So Dan deals.
Dan deal.
Man, it doesn't matter what you're looking to try to flip. Dan's done it. I mean, we've gotten these, we've gotten tons of sneakers. What was the deal he had?
Smokers,
Blackstone?
Traegers.
No, the Traeger. Yeah, the Traeger. That one. What? That was nuts.
Wait a second, Landon. Are you typing your balls off? Like what the heck?
Oh,
Just
you hear
stop
that? Sorry.
typing for 5 seconds. All right, now finish, Mason.
That was it. Those 3 are the big 3 that stand out. I'm sure there's tons. College football gloves. The gloves. That was nuts.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to buy stock in Dan. Can I do that? Just buy stock.
Dan is like a lightning rod of goodness when it comes to come ups. If lightning can strike more than once, it's going to strike Dan.
Dan, I'm just going to let you know. If you ever get your hands on one of those OG Nike belts, Hayes and I are going to fight. We might physically fight, but we're going to bid up for it.
The other thing is, like gator skin boots. I'm in. Like alligator.
Hayes, I walked
He's
into
already got
Plato's
those.
I walked into Plato's Closet the other day, and I found a few, $5, $10, $15 things, flip for 50, 60, 70. And I'm checking out, and they're up on like their little upper pedestal shelf was a pair of boots. And I was like, so I gave that a quick, pull up the Google and snap a little picture and be like, all right, AI, find what this is. And they pulled up this $500 pair of authentic Gator boots. And it was like lime green and then like, I guess, natural gator skin tan or something. I don't know. And I was like, oh boy. And they had him up there for $25. And I was like, this is the come up of the month, like the year. I was like, I need to take a look at those. And they're like, oh yeah, these are some cool boots. And I was like, oh yeah, they're cool. They're cool, all right. And I bring them down and they were fake. They weren't
course.
authentic
That makes sense.
alligator, which does check out. And I should have known. But me and my infantism of
Boot.
boot shopping, just, I was like, hey, this is it. I found something good here. But it was like perfect match. It was almost like the Chinese had found a way to knock off alligator boots too. I mean, it was like, it looked great. And I was like, it looks exactly, because I was comparing the pictures, phone. I was like, these look very authentic. It was fake gator skin.
You could just feel it that it was fake.
It said it was all in Spanish. But it was like non-authentico, alligator oh. And I was like, all right, that's gotta be fake.
Well, if any of you come up on a size 12 of a really dope, I mean, I want it to be, if I'm doing this, it's going to be for real. It's going to be crazy. If it's a Cayman, if it is illegally hunted and turned into a boot, I'm in. Tell me, just buy it and I'll pay you back. But if it's something like that and free
If
shout
it's
out,
illegally hunted.
blood diamonds and like whatever, I'm in. Like, but if it is a reptile and it's legit and it's about $50, I'm in. Tacovas, I'm not there yet. Like, I really like Tacovas, ostrich, and like all that crap. But if it's something like what you're talking, I'm in. Just make sure it's 12 and if it's authentic, I'm in.
Do you do you prefer if they're on the endangered species list, Hayes?
If it's a dodo bird, if it's a black dragon, if it's a
mammoth
unicorn,
coat,
I'm in. If it's something that can be found in the Harry Potter universe, I'm in. Buckbeak, whatever, I'm in. But I would have bought those. Was it a 12?
It was a 9.5.
Oh, I can't squeeze into that. Like, if
Yeah, I mean,
it's 11.5, you'd be able to squeeze.
that'd be tough.
And then I feel like if anybody that owns a pair of cowboy boots on this podcast, it's you.
for sure.
I do.
And
How many?
Just one. You just need one good pair of Ariats.
Ariats.
Yeah. It's quality, man. I've had them for 12 years.
Dang,
But how many
much-
wears is 12 years for you of cowboy boots?
Early on, I mean, I wore them daily. I'd say now, over the past couple of years, they come out about once a month. It's a fall, winter.
Mm.
But I will say,
You're not a shorts.
There's an argument recently that square toe boots are like the manly boots, and that the pointy toe boots are you're something else. And mine are pointy toe, but
Well, if you're a rookie and you don't really care, I'm more concerned if it's on the endangered species list. Like, I'm more
I saw.
I think
authentic.
one of those,
I think pointy toe is like the OG though. Like
it is.
square
And-
toe, like get out of here with that. With all your
That's the thing.
new Luke Bryan, Blake Shelton is the father of country. Get out of here.
Yeah.
I don't even
that's-
listen to country music, but
Me either.
I know better than that.
And this was
Yeah,
a
come on
conversation I
now.
had with college students, so that's
Yeah,
that's
they
Yeah,
don't
that
know.
definitely
They
doesn't
don't know
count.
crap.
Millennials,
Freaking libtards.
zennials,
Yeah.
Wait, I think I'm a millennial.
freaking libtard. I think all three of you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
You can't make fun of your own not species.
Freaking
Hey, have y'all read the stuff about how baby boomers are like destroying the earth?
Yeah, I'm not that. I'm not that old. I'm a.
Yeah, but have
I'm
y'all
at the-
seen that? Like, there is some major hate going on about.
Wait a second. Let's clear
baby
this up.
boomers.
We're
I
talking
was
about
born in
Donald Trump?
1980. I'm 45. I am. There's a really small. It's like a 2-year period, like 79 to 80 something. That is, I think I'm called a zennial. Like it is a small window, and I'm that. I'm like tail end of Generation X, and then the front end of millennial. So I still remember no cell phones, no screens, no everything, but I'm also got some of the Generation X, like screw you, I'll do whatever I want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, we're on the same page.
All right, deal.
All right. Well,
I did.
now that
I
we're-
wish.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
I wish I could find this Facebook post again, but there was a man who posted on one of those like, "Hey, I'm coming to Nashville," and it was like suggested to me because it is confused as to whether I live in Nashville or not. I guess Facebook's freaking idiot. But he was like, "Hey, we came, and my wife feels a little out of place because she's not wearing Western wear. Where is a lady's Western wear? I need to make her feel a little bit more comfortable in her skin." And I was like.
Stupidest thing I've ever heard.
I was like, this dude needs to freaking find his penis. Like, come
He
on, dude.
has. I was gonna say he's got tampons in his fanny pack.
Like, my dude, I don't know what to tell you, man. I should have commented and been like I should have sent him to like some terrible store, like in like North Nashville that takes him an hour to get there.
Yeah, you should have.
Man, I
Rivergate
should have
Mall or
done that.
something.
Yeah.
Actually,
Something
go to Hickory Hollow Mall, the one that they're tearing down.
It's not even a
in
real
there.
mall. It's just a school now. I drove by it today.
Well, I think this is a first, and I'm glad we're all in here. I'm very well. We might have mentioned this brand one time ever, but Hayes, I think, sent these in. Somebody's getting into the collab game, so let me pop it up here. Can you guys? You guys can't see this, but I'm going to put my thing over it.
can see
you?
it.
Oh, you can. You can see
No,
what the
I
brand
can't see
is.
who
down
it
here?
is, but I
Oh.
did send these in, so I won't talk.
Yeah. Landon, Dan, can you guess what brand of sneakers these are? Silence. Yeah, you're trying to
K-Swiss.
cheater.
A decent guess. No,
It is K-Swiss. But their first, I think this is their first collab. I mean, I would never know. It
Who's
might not
Rakeem
be.
Miles?
Rakeem Miles. He's, I guess, a rapper. That would be
Oh, but listen to this.
But-
How can you? Oh, let's read this.
okay.
Growing up in foster care, one of my first gifts during my adoption was a pair of orange. I'm already in on this shoe. I don't give a crap what it looks like, and I think I even sent it in. I didn't know that part of it, and so I'm in. I hate,
So
You
when you sent it in, what was your thoughts?
I just looked at the shoe. I didn't even look at anything about it.
What
Wow.
can you buy? What can you buy a pair of K-Swisses for these days?
That's
we
I
a
thought they
talking?
only made white shoes. I didn't know they had colorways.
Yeah.
I think all K-Swisses were white.
I'm with you, Landon.
Agreed. Man, I had no idea the story of the shoe. I just sent it because it was hideous. Crap.
Wait, this
For
is a great
K-Swiss,
shoe.
though, I think
These
these
are-
are dope.
This is a great shoe.
They
I
could
like
pass
it.
for a Sketcher.
No, this has better
Yeah.
style than a Skechers.
No,
I
it does
agree.
not.
It's
This is-
chunky like a
I-
dad shoe. Like, don't get me wrong, it's chunky like a dad shoe, but the brown with the greens,
Yeah,
I like
that
this shoe.
that midsole's
would've-
popping.
I would have guessed this was a
This
Puma. To be
midsole
honest,
is popping.
I thought that
Puma
this was a
makes
Puma.
sense. Yeah, that I can see that.
Should I go in with some tubes? Maybe next pair of shoes I get is K-Swiss tubes.
Wow.
Tubes.
I mean, that's like a
Hold on.
rip-off
Leave it up
of
there.
OnCloud.
Leave it up there, Dan. Oh my
It's just
god.
an
OnCloud
OnCloud
That's
rip-off, bro.
horrible. That's horrible.
No regard for
Man,
copyright.
No, I
This
Wait,
is like
is
those
that? I think they were
Reeboks.
first.
What were those Reebok running shoes that had that kind of sole?
That's
Oh,
John
yeah,
Walls.
yeah.
Remember?
The
the
Zigs.
zig one.
Zig-
Yeah. I will say the nostalgia of just growing up and thinking about what you did as a young child is very captivating to me right now. Very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
We
Yeah.
sold the PlayStation 4 and went Nintendo Switch and brought out Mario Kart and Super Smash, and I was just sitting there last night playing by myself with my wife sitting there saying, I don't understand why anyone would want to play video games. And I was like, you never played Super Smash? And she was like, I've never seen this game in my life. What do you do? And I was like, my children won't have the childhood that you did. They will not grow up in trauma. They will have freedom and love and respect and care. But it's just like nostalgia has such a great piece of your heart.
Man,
Dude, they remade
I
Tony
never
Hawk
played Super
22
Smash.
on the
I'll take
Switch.
the
It's so
hate,
good.
but
I didn't either.
yeah, I never
We were
played it
big.
growing up.
We were big Super Smash at small group on Friday nights with the Fishers. So
Hmm.
they always
That
had
sounds
the
like
latest and greatest
Shout
games.
out.
So
Shout out to the Fishers.
shout out to the Fishies.
Yeah, I did find along the same lines. My mom is going through mine and my sister's room back home and asking if she can get rid of all this stuff, which I've said most of the time 100% yes. But I did. She did find my old Game Boy Color or Game Boy Advance. Wasn't that the second one? With
You
the-
could sell that for
with-
like $500 right now.
Well, I've got all the Pokemon games, like all the OG
my
Pokemon
goodness.
games.
We need to have
I'm
a
about to pop
conversation
'em in.
offline. My children might buy it from you.
Well, I want to see if I can play it still.
Okay.
kind of
well, I'm telling
excited. I've got red, blue, and yellow.
You
I
got a
think, are the three
buyer
that
over
I've
here in
got.
my house.
All right. I'll keep you updated. See if it'll even power on, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, so we got 2 downs and 2 ups on this.
I mean,
Never
I'm
would've
only
thought
an
that.
up. Well, I'm an up. I'll say
So
it doesn't matter
three
why.
ups.
I'm an
Dan, are you the only down on this?
I mean, it's like a fine shoe, but I don't know if you can just go be wearing that in public. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. Listen,
That's fair.
I don't know why
That's
this
fair.
is any different than like a Dornbecker for me, because
Mm.
it shouldn't be, but for whatever reason, it is. I'm buying.
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever wear them, but
The sole is definitely way too chunky now. That
it's horrible.
I keep looking at it, and I think it just keeps growing. Like as I look at it, I'm like, oh man, it's already up to my ankle. now.
Might as well be dog poop, but nonetheless, I'm probably buying.
Oh, I kind of wish that was a gum sole. That'd be really sick. Anyway,
No,
we can
it
move
wouldn't.
on.
There's nothing about that makes that shoe sick. I'm totally biased on that shoe. That's probably why I sent it in. Now that I think about it,
All right,
go
Cooper
adopt
Flag
some children.
and New
Children need a
Balance.
home. Like,
Hold on, you can't just tell people to go adopt children.
yeah, I
That's a
can
pretty
actually.
big
I can
step.
say that. I can.
It's a pretty big
If
step.
you are a decent person and you want a, there's children that need a home, man. Go
That's
help
fair.
them.
Amen.
Children haven't done anything wrong. They didn't do anything their parents made decisions about. Go adopt a child.
Mhm. Go adopt a child. Like it's a puppy.
Free shout out. That is not what I'm saying at all.
Oh, okay. Cooper Flag and New Balance celebrate Flag Day ahead of the NBA draft. This is the dopest branding for a holiday, a nondescript holiday. I mean, this is better than New Balance Gray Day already. This is in my opinion, really, really cool. So they've declared June 23rd Flag Day, which I assume would be the date of the draft. Maybe later that week. Is June 23rd actually Flag Day? Does anybody know?
No, Flag Day happens in the middle of school year, right?
Yeah. I think this is actually the NBA draft is the 23rd, 6 days from now.
No, Flag Day is June 14th.
June 14th.
Oh, wow.
Wait, how does that make sense?
We just missed it. So they've, I guess, Flag Day with 1G is on
It's
June
just
14th.
Great
2 Gs.
marketing. Go
June
Heels. I
23rd.
hate this, but it's genius.
It is genius.
How much money is this man just raking into his bank account every day?
Well, I mean,
A lot.
I wouldn't imagine New Balance was like the largest deal he could have taken.
He wants
yeah,
to be the face.
he's getting a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
that's-
mean, rightfully
it
so.
makes
And
tons-
you're competing
I
with
hope-
their best athlete doesn't talk. That's pretty easy to set the bar.
I hope he breaks his leg in his first preseason game, but I mean, this is genius. I hate that it's genius. I hope he's terrible. Go Heels. This is absolutely genius. And I love the New Balance. Am I the only one?
No.
Okay.
I'm in on New Balance for sure.
Okay. All right.
Landon's in on New Balance. You had some on at your son's grad party. Anyways, I don't know where they got this date. It's not the draft. It's 2 days before the draft. His birthday is December 21st. So if they did it 2 days earlier, they could have done it on his half birthday. It's not the actual Flag Day. So we just pulled 6/23, just pulled it out of his butt and
8 years,
decided that was
baby.
Flag Day.
8 years, 6/23 coming up. Big anniversary day.
Wow.
Oh, there you go.
They picked Dan's anniversary. Maybe it's
I was very
LeBron
confused.
plus Michael Jordan. 6/23.
6/23.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't think New Balance would have put that one together. But
Probably not.
Or wanted to put that together.
I don't know. This shirt is dope. I'm not
Yeah.
sure about the style of the cutoff with the shirt underneath, but
He looks good in it.
I mean,
All right.
I hate that I hope that he gets hurt day one, but it's a great marketing plan. All right, let's
Yeah.
we got only a few more minutes left.
yeah. Do we want to skip these, or you want to check?
No,
them
let's
out?
do it.
New Balance. What is this? W991 AFL Aries collab. Looks like it's made for a
Oh,
tennis court.
baby. Oh,
But
baby.
I will say this
Those
is
are
one
dope.
of the dopest
Yes,
New
Man.
Balance that I have seen.
Look at that mesh. That's so good.
The fat mesh. Yeah.
So good.
It's
I
just
think
a
of it-
great little ode to the Joker, I guess, with the little hint of purple on the back. This is a great. I don't own a lot of green. I think
That's
I sent this
gray.
in. No, it's green. Like the majority of the shoe is green.
Yeah, but no, I'm saying I don't think there's any purple on this shoe.
Is that not what that is on the back heel?
Oh, that's red.
Is that red? It looks purple on my screen.
It's
definitely
red.
Oh, my screen, it looks very purple. Okay, I'm sorry. Man, this is a dope shoe. I wish this was a different color model of shoe, 998, 997. But this is dope.
I like this model. I think it's cool. I don't think I've ever seen it before. Landon, you're our, I'll say, New Balance expert. Have you ever seen this model? What is this? What's it for?
The 996?
No, it's 9.
What is it?
W991.
991.
I said 991 would be the base.
I feel. Is this a new silhouette?
I think it's a
No.
a new take on the 991.
Yeah, that's
I
what
think
it
that's
is.
what all the W991 AFL. So I think that's there's tennis rackets before it on whoever leaked
Yep.
these.
So it's supposed to
I
be a
assume
tennis
maybe
ball
it's like the
colorway.
tennis. Yeah. But I don't think I've ever seen this specific
Yeah, the hill
silhouette
cap.
before.
The hill cap is new. Like I've never seen one with
Yep.
the hill cap like that.
Maybe the big mesh too, like we were saying before. Might be something new on it. The mesh on this makes me, if we're somming this, just reminds me of Asics.
It reminds me of
It's
the
like
Jordan
they're-
4. But whatever.
Wow,
The
so
big mesh on the toe
991
box?
Mesh because it looks like a Jordan 4 mesh.
Okay. I hear what you're saying.
It was
What are you saying,
released-
Landon?
The first 991 was released in 2001, known for its modern running design and superlative quality. It's part of the
I miss you so
99X
much on this
series.
podcast. Like you know more. Oh my goodness. You are the research guy. You are
Yeah.
missed.
I'll say I really, really like this whole silhouette. And it's pretty easy to see why, because my favorite shoe is the Air Max 90. This is a New Balance Air Max 90.
Yep.
With the stitching around the toe and up the side. Everything on this screams Air Max 90 on it. And I think it looks great.
Okay,
It's
so
not a
this is where I
carbon
saw
copy,
this. Benbury has done a model.
I know
okay.
that shoe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which so
Seen
dope.
that one. Yeah. New
Dan, are
Balance.
you buying or selling on New Balance? You
No, I'm
own
buying.
any? You're buying?
I don't own any New Balance right now, but I would.
Okay.
I'm turning. I really hate the status of my sneaker fandom right now. I'm just turning into like hey, the ASIC GT 2000.
Wow,
Yeah,
you are becoming Mason.
Yeah, model number 11. I think they're on
Wow.
like 15 now. It's like getting more expensive to buy the old model, but I know the old model works for me. I'm just turning
those
to freaking
11s, like, not, are you talking about the Gel Kayano or just the regular
the GT 2000s.
GT? Is
Yeah,
that
I'm
the
just
one
turning into like an old man. I
that
got a
the
G.
it's like popped off, right?
Yeah,
They've been going crazy.
I ordered on eBay. I lowballed a guy for a pair of GT 2000s in
Blow him up. Blow him up.
14. And he accepted, and I was like, looks like I'm gonna be wearing these for the next 8 to 9 months. Just like $50 Asics that are just like, here I am, a father of 3 ladies. So
I thought I'm sorry, I missed the GT 2000. I thought you were talking about GT 2160 is what I was thinking.
yeah,
Or
and
like
I'm
the
sure
ones that
those
are
would
like
be
kind of
way cooler.
the streetwear, but they're not like expensive. They're like $90. But
Yeah.
the Gel Kayano ones are the ones that people were just going nuts over, and they are like on number 30 now. But it was like the Gel Kayano 11 or 14. It's like the big. What's Matt Welty say? Big mesh boy summer or something. That's like the main silver
Hey,
mesh shoe.
do you want to see this pair of shoes that I got?
Yeah,
Look,
let's
I'm
do
going to
that.
show you this pair of shoes. I got.
While you're getting
While
that,
you go get
shoes,
that.
I gotta say something. I have to say something. I'm so proud of the 3 of you. Like take everything else that really matters. Fathering, loving the Lord, providing for your families. Like that is like this shoe stuff means absolutely nothing. But then we get to the shoe stuff, and so many times people in my life are like, how come some of your, it's kind of weird that the people that you like the most are 15, 20 years younger than you. And I'm like, this is why, because they are reasonable. They are, they're working hard, and they're doing the right things for their families, but at the same time, they're like, I don't have to be a dork. I don't have to be this nerdy that's not how I have to be. And then I get on this podcast with the three of you, and I'm like, I just want to be with you more. I just want to be with you more because you're reasonable and there's expectations you have of yourself, and you're like, hey, look, I finally made it to where I'm not broke. I don't have to be at there's a bar.
Speak for yourself.
No, you're at the place, but you've advanced so much faster than I did. You have advanced so much quicker than me because I feel like you made better decisions and you learned from the past, and you didn't try to figure it out for yourself, which was what I did. Is like, I'm going to try to figure it out for myself because I'm sick of these. And so the trickle down effect of where the three of you are, it just makes me so happy. Like, my heart is so happy. That is so stupid, but it is true. It is true that you're older, and God, what a blessing this is. It's so stupid, but it is so accurate. I love the three of you and what you have become. And wait till you get to 40, where you give less SHIT than what you actually. I give nothing. I don't give a crap. I will wear a Cuban necklace up your butt. Wait till you add that part of it.
Yeah, I'm not ready to wear the pearls out of the house yet.
Where you get to the place where the whatever the fashion, it's not even really that, is it? It's like when that means the don't give a crap, and then it's gonna explode even more, and the world's gonna be better. But man, you three are just, oh man, you give me so much joy. Oh my goodness, this is so joyful.
Hard left turn again. Dan, let's see those shoes.
That was a huge rant. Oh man, I hate those so much.
They're just basic.
Those are
They
so
have-
bad.
Those suck.
They're awful.
How
They're
the
just
mighty
nothing
have
good about
fallen.
those.
Hayes,
They're
take
just-
everything back that you just said.
They're
Golly.
just bad, guys.
But I love
Man,
you so
what
much.
are
But
we
those
doing,
suck.
man?
Those
Guys,
are
I mean-
absolutely horrible. Thank you, Landon.
And the colorway, like
It's even worse. The
it's
colorway
so
is
bad.
horrible.
No.
One more for the people. One more
Oh,
for the
Look
people.
at
Lord, that is
Mm.
god
Wow.
awful.
Mm.
I don't throw that term around a lot, but that is god awful. But I love you so
Well,
much, and I trust you. So do
I'll
it.
save
Rock
you.
the crap out of those.
Here's the newest pickup that we got, Hayes. Look at that color.
But it's Ja.
Coconut with the pink swoosh.
Where'd you
I
get
think
those?
they
Very
were
nice.
they're in Antioch at the Nike store for $30 because I got them on sale.
Ooh.
But look, I think the reason they were $30 is one toe has like a rose gold jaw logo, and one's the actual pink that I think it's supposed to be. I haven't looked
That's
them up,
awesome.
but
That's
yeah, I
sick.
like it. I think the rose gold looks really good. I'm trying to
Please don't
figure out
trade
how to make
Ja.
the other
Look,
one.
Wait a second. Breaking news. Not really. We traded Desmond Bain, who I love. I've met. Oh my gosh. My
Dude
son
sucks
almost.
though. His contract was whack.
It was whack. They made a bad. Signing for that guy, and I love him. But
Desmond Bain was my favorite player for the Grizzlies.
Please don't trade Ja. Please don't trade Ja. Please, I beg you.
Dude,
Please.
gone.
I don't think that they will. I don't think they can.
Jaren and
actually
Ja,
cannot.
and now, hey, go Heels. Cole Anthony, please keep him.
Yeah.
Make him good.
Yeah, I get the payroll side of that, but
I don't think they're going
I
to
guess-
get rid of Ja. I don't think they can, and I don't think anybody wants him, to be honest. He's
I don't
he's
know.
he's
It's such
he's
a weird.
semi-injury prone. He's a little Derrick Rose-ish.
The Grizzlies always have really, really
Just
good
petty
teams, but
injuries,
the building of their teams is very odd.
Oh, so
Like they have
bad.
good players.
Yes,
They just can't
they're
build a
just
team.
stupid.
But I don't
Yeah.
understand how. I mean, Desmond Bane's got to be the best shooter in the Grizzlies' Memphis history. Feels
That's why
like.
that was so shocking.
Yeah,
when that
just
happened.
so consistent, so fundamentally sound. Just a good player all around.
Just not a great
You-
defender, and he's got the alligator arms. He's
Yeah.
super
Yeah.
swole, but
He's
he's
just
got the
jacked. Yeah.
He is. He's like too
jacked
big.
alligator. Yep.
It's
He's like too
um,
jacked. He needs to like
yeah.
trim down his arms.
What's that? Chuck Knobloch. You remember that guy for the Yankees? He was jacked, wasn't he?
No, first he was for the Twins, and he won a championship. And then he went to get the bag.
And he got the yips.
He got the yips after
He got too strong.
traded.
Is that who I'm thinking of? That he was
Yep.
jacked at second base? He just couldn't throw it to first anymore.
Chuck
Yeah.
Knobloch. I haven't thought about that in so long.
You
I
hadn't heard
love
that on the
Chuck Knobloch.
podcast.
Chuck Knobloch. That's 1991. That was before the strike, which I was a huge baseball fan.
Who was the other second baseman who was just jacked? I think he played for the Reds, but like recently.
No. It was Rick
10 years
Ankiel.
ago? No, that's not who I'm thinking of.
No, he was the Cardinals. He was really
Yeah.
great pitcher, got the yips, moved to like shortstop and came a 50 home run guy. Rick Ankiel.
That's not who I'm thinking of.
Really?
Yeah. This dude was like huge arms.
Votto?
No. I want to say he's like 2008, maybe. Let's see. I'll find it for next week on the podcast. I'll let you know who it was.
Okay.
He might have actually played for the Braves as well. Maybe I'm thinking of the Braves. Yeah, I think that's who I'm thinking of. I don't know. I'll message you later once I figure it out.
Okay.
But any other joyous news that we need to share on the podcast before we log off?
Y'all, I took a huge L selling a pair of shoes this week.
Yes, here we go.
I've held on to these things for 8 years. When did the Sean's come out? When did they come out?
17 or 18?
Before, yeah, that's probably right.
The market for Sean's have completely bottomed out. Specifically toddler size pairs.
Oh, Lord.
Really? Because they're like brand new, right? Like they've got to have no wear on them.
Yeah, brand new.
Oh man.
Reached out to Red Rose. She's like, it is so hard for me to move Sean's just in general. Not interested in them. So I've
even
had
the
these-
even the corduroy joints.
that's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
That's
the
crazy.
ones. Yeah,
I
just
thought-
bottomed
I
out.
thought those would still be dope.
So I needed some fast cash because we bought this camper and I'm bleeding money. I'm making some regrettable decisions, and so I put them on eBay. Y'all, eBay's taxing. Their seller
Mhm.
fees used to be really low, and then I
No,
learned
they're
the
not.
hard way they are. And I also paid to promote it, and it's
Mhm.
like it'll
Oh,
take like a
man.
percentage of it.
Dummy.
Mm-hmm.
They got me. They got me good.
Yeah.
But
You
like I was
sold
getting,
the Sean's?
The kid.
yeah, they
ones.
gone. The kids.
You
ones,
should
they
have just
gone.
texted me like when you. What size were they?
8. I want to say size 8. My
Eight.
kids are too big now. See,
Yeah, Elliot can't wear those.
But yeah, they walked away with $60 worth of fees from me.
Holy
Oh
crap!
man,
That's bad.
that hurts. That hurts the heart right there.
That's bad.
Not good.
Man.
Sean,
And because
can you help us
I-
out, brother? Help
I
us
had
out.
them up for a
Come out
couple
with something
months.
that's not sucky.
People were like watching them, and I'd shoot them an offer, crickets, and finally I got like a low ball offer, and I just took it. And I'm not gonna tell you how much I sold them for.
I don't want to know.
It for sure was the cheapest resale of a Sean probably ever. This man got a deal and a half.
Do you remember what you bought them for?
They're $100 new. I mean, I made money, but
Okay, that's.
I mean,
okay, but you're not.
Oh, hey.
You didn't go into the black.
no,
Okay,
but
then we're good.
it hurts my heart. It just hurts my heart to see the for sold price and then what I'm actually getting.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Jeez.
I think at that point I would have just hung them in my mirror, or like on my mirror, like the ornament.
I sold my Charizard Pokemon graded cards too.
For how much? Pray tell.
Did much better on those for sure.
Give
This
us more information.
This lady from Cookville messaged me. I had them on Facebook Marketplace. Had several people talking to me, and she's like, "If you mail them to me today, I will Venmo you, no questions asked." I look, and she's Venmo'd me like a significant amount of money, and just
Which is how
trusting,
much? Please,
just trusting
tell.
that I'm going to mail
Tell
them
us.
to her. And so I'm like freaking out. Like, I need to get insurance for these because, like, if these go missing, like, it's probably the most expensive thing I've ever mailed in my life.
She was in Cookville. You should have just driven them up there.
Well, no,
Wait.
She was like, I don't want to drive, and they're for her son. So I was like, okay, I feel good, upset because I was talking to a bunch of creepy guys, and I was like, I don't want to meet these guys. So I'm glad that they went to a good home, and like she messaged me once she got them. She's like, it made my kid's day. And I was like,
please tell us how much.
That's cool.
Come on, they're never going to listen to this. People in
So actually-
Taiwan listen to this podcast.
That's true.
what up?
All right. Well, that's it for the Still Dripping.
You
Happy
sold it?
Hour.
No, come on, tell us.
I will say, I got the come up of my life this weekend. Treated myself to. I've been looking at some Milwaukee Pack Out toolboxes. This is
My gosh.
Yeah,
This
this
is
is
sold.
what
I love it. This is no longer a stinker podcast.
I got $600 worth of toolboxes for $250.
Yes, sir.
Pretty sure they're stolen. Pretty sure they're stolen, but they are awesome.
So that's pretty dope. Like the stack
Yes.
ones that stack.
Yeah, like I got
Oh, that's
everything, like with the
Wait a
drawers.
second. Like the one
I
that
got-
comes down the stairwell in Home Alone 2. You know, he pulls the handle.
Better.
No, he's talking about ones that like you can actually. They're like
that's
a
a shame.
suitcase handle, right?
This
That's
is
a
like
shame.
cream de la
Or the-
cream.
You're talking
Top
about the
shelf.
huge.
Yeah, go
Yeah, they're
watch
like
Home Alone 2 and you'll know what I'm talking about. He
Definitely
pulls the
not that.
handle.
But yeah, it's like modular that they build. It's
Yeah.
like huge Legos for grown men. It's amazing.
I don't
Some
think
sort
I'm
of tools in.
I think
Wonderful.
I'm right. Home Alone 2.
Wonderful. Well, that's episode 222, the first full squad pod in 2 years, maybe.
No,
Especially for
not
the whole
2
thing.
years.
For the whole thing, yeah,
Maybe.
I think so.
This
And,
has
hey-
definitely been my favorite episode in a while.
Me too. Me too.
222. I
You could be
Same.
anywhere
Yeah.
in the world, but you're here with us. You got an extra by the end of this, an extra 30% of a podcast. So 1 1/3. You be anywhere in the world, and you're here with us, and we appreciate that.
Yeah.
And with that, I think we've got to get a classic outro here. So stay tuned next week. I'll give you a little preview. I got Nordstrom has really, really good shoes right now. So
Yes, they do.
I'll give you a 5-pack of Nordstrom shoes next week that you can buy for retail. They are beautiful. Hayes, you'll like a few of them even.
Okay.
So with that,
Sounds
we love you
good.
all, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah. I'm holding the cat in my lap. I'm petting it. She's purring. She got her whiskers all up on me. I pet her neck. She loves that. Pet a cat. I pet a cat. Cardiac. I get it off the rack. I'm racking them up like a pool table. We're gonna play 8-ball. I got an 8-ball in my pocket. You know, cocaine. I got cocaine in my back pocket. Lock it. Drop it. Tropical thunder. I'm thunder. Ronald Reagan. I got Ronald Reagan. I'm AIDS, baby. You know what? I got crazy. I got AIDS. I got AIDS like Philadelphia, 1992. I got, you want to get AIDS? I got you. I think that's probably
Yeah, that's it. So.
See you next week. Peace.